Let's stop for a second and talk a little bit about jealousy. Have you ever, met someone, or do you know someone in your personal life that you just can't help it? No matter what you do, you just feel a lot of jealousy towards them and you don't know how to handle it. Or maybe you know someone who's experienced jealousy, or maybe you've only experienced this in the past. But if this is you, if you're currently experiencing jealousy, or if you've experienced it in the past, I want you to watch this until the end, because I'm going to discuss with you some of the things that I do to manage jealousy. And for your information, if you do experience jealousy, don't feel bad. You are not the only one. I'm here to tell you that you're human. That's why you experience jealousy, and other people do too. So stay tuned so we can talk more about this. If you've never been here before, know that on this channel I talk about everything self-love, taking the journey to fall madly in love with yourself, love yourself unconditionally so you can love others. If this sounds good to you, please subscribe and please hit the notification bell so you can be notified of new content. Otherwise, I see you on the other side. Hi there, Rose here, the Happiness Warrior. Welcome back to my channel. So, we're talking about jealousy today. What is jealousy? So jealousy is when you feel resentment towards someone else, right? Like the person maybe gets a new car, or they're in a new relationship, or they get a promotion at work. You know what I'm talking about. I don't need to give you 1,000 examples, but like you feel jealous. You feel jealous of them. You just feel resentful of them. That is normal. Don't feel bad. It's okay. We all experience it at some point or another. And guess what? Even animals experience it, so don't feel bad. It's normal. It's part of being human. But, what I'm going to advise you to not do is not to act on those feelings, right? If you're feeling jealous, you don't necessarily act on it. Take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out, right? Take a deep breath in and out and think about it. What am I feeling? And I know that people talk about jealousy and envy together. They're not exactly the same thing. So I'm just going to take a moment and talk about jealousy versus envy. Jealousy comes from a place of resentment where you're not happy for other people's success, whereas resentment comes from a place of, it's more coming from a place of fear, right? It's more scarcity based, where you feel like if someone gets something, like if someone gets a new job or a new car, or they're dating an amazing man or an amazing woman, or they're doing, they have more followers or more subscribers, like you're thinking that if they have that, it's not going to be enough for you. There's not going to be enough left for you to also get yours, type of thing. That's not the case. So I just wanted to break that down. Now, jealousy, how do you overcome jealousy? First of all, this is one thing that I want you to think about. One, acknowledge that you feel jealous. We cannot heal if we refuse to acknowledge what's going on. We cannot come out in the light if we refuse to face darkness, right? So in order to truly heal, you have to acknowledge that there's a problem. So first, acknowledge that you're feeling jealous. So I started experiencing jealousy. I started really letting myself feel it, because I had to acknowledge, oh my, I'm feeling jealous. Why am I feeling jealous? So what I want you to do, tip number one, is acknowledge that you're feeling jealous. And once you acknowledge that you're feeling jealous, then talk to yourself about it. So tip number two, you will talk to yourself about it, right? You talk to yourself and ask yourself, why am I feeling jealous? Am I jealous that this person got a new car because I want a new car, or because I want what the car represents, right? Do I want to punch this person because I'm angry, or is it because I'm jealous, or is it because I'm envious? Talk to yourself. Find a way to understand your feelings, right? Just like you would talk to a friend. Have a conversation and observe. You're really just observing your feelings, right? You're not just talking, but you're talking to yourself to observe your feelings. So you're just gonna be able to observe and see how you're feeling. And what are some of the triggers, right? Like, what is triggering this? Because, like, are you feeling jealous because you saw the person driving the new car? Are you feeling jealous because you think you should have gotten the job, the promotion? Are you feeling jealous or angry? Or is it because you think that you work so hard and you deserve it, right? Ask yourself, what are some of the triggers? So step number 1, acknowledge what you're feeling. Acknowledge that you're feeling jealousy. Tip number 2, talk to yourself, trying to understand the feeling, where it's coming from, and the triggers. Tip number 3, I want you to stop everything that you're doing. Tip number 3 is really important, because if you're telling me that you want to take action, this is the one. Tip number 3, it's a method called 100% swap. Now, remember, some of this I learned it on my own. I just didn't have like the psychology language for it, right? So the 100% swap method, it's when you look at someone's life, and once you find yourself thinking, oh, I wish I had this life, or I wish I was like them, or I wish I had the car or the job, then ask yourself, if given a chance to have what this person have, would I want to switch my life 100% for what they have? Meaning for everything, all the good and all the bad and the ugly and the in-between. Because it's so much easier to look at someone's life, especially if you're looking at it on social media, and you're comparing, a minute, an hour of a great hour of their lives to maybe some of the most boring moments of your life, or some unhappy moments of your life. It's easy to look at their lives through all the filter, and I mean the actual filter that they put on the pictures, and just the fact that they're only showing you part of their lives. It's easy to look at it and make assumption and think that, oh, they have it so much better, but you don't know what else they're dealing with. Maybe you're looking at someone's picture and they're taking a beautiful picture with their husband. You don't know if they were not fighting just 30 minutes ago. Maybe they were fighting, and then she was like, okay, fine, you have to take a picture for my social media. Come on, pause. Okay, let's go back to fighting. I don't know if that's happened. I'm saying it to be funny, to make light of the situation. But the truth is, we don't know what's going on in people's lives, so we shouldn't compare ourselves to people's life, because we don't even know what's going on. We only see little glimpses here and there. So that was tip number 3. So practice the 100% swap method. Ask yourself, if I could switch everything, if I could change life with this person and get everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, would I want to do it, right? I know some of you are ready to just give up on their lives. Like, yes, I want it. But remember, you don't know what you're signing up for. And this is not any different than people who get married. Like, you said something like for the better and for the worse. You don't know what the worst looks like. You've never seen what the worst looks like. So please make sure you know what you're signing up for. So that was tip number 3. Tip number 4, learn to count your blessings. Like I said, it's so much easier to see someone else's life and compare it to ours. And of course, for the most part, when this is happening, it means you're not happy in your own life. Because when you're happy in your own life and you think you're enough and you're content with yourself, you don't actually go outside and look for outside things to make you happy, right? So count your blessings. Focus on what you do have. The practice of gratitude is so important. I do have a topic about it, and I can talk more about it. I have it on my Instagram. I can go on and on and on and on. But practicing gratitude, counting your blessing, let you see more of the things you have. If you don't ever take time and count and pay attention to what you do have, it's always going to feel like you don't have enough. It's always going to feel that way because you're not focusing on what you have. Because remember, what you focus on expands. So if you're focusing on what you don't have, it's really going to feel like you don't have much. So tip number 5. This is my favorite, and this is one that I've always done for myself. It is to send love to that person. Really, I'm going to use social media, because especially these days, a lot of people on social media, right? So if it's someone on social media, I'll still reach out to them depending on how comfortable you are. You don't have to reach out to them and say, oh yeah, by the way, I'm jealous of you. But you can just say, oh, good job, or whatever, on your new car. I keep saying car, good job on your relationship. I'm happy for you, and truly be happy for them, right? Like, reach out and send love to the person. Or if you don't want to do that, just one thing I do, if you're feeling jealous, you can kind of rub your hands together until they're warm, to create energy, and just kind of put it in your heart and just send love and say, I send love to this person. person. I send love to myself. There's enough in the universe to go around. There's enough in the universe for all of us, right? So that's one thing you can do. That's my personal favorite, to send love to that person. Tip number 6. For tip number 6, this is what you need to do. Work on yourself. Work on the things that you do like. Work on the things that you love. Do more of those things. That's part of practicing self-love, focusing on yourself. If there's one thing that you're interested in and you want to get better at it, focus on those things, because the more you do for yourself, the more you take steps to better yourself, the more it improves your self-esteem, the better you feel about yourself, the less you're concerned about how other people are doing and what they're doing in comparison to you. Because at the end of the day, I hope that the only person that you want to be better than is the person you were yesterday. I hope you're constantly and currently working on yourself. I hope you're committed to your growth, right? So focus on yourself. If you like playing piano, take more lessons so you can be better at it. If education, academic is important to you, finish your master or get a master or get a PhD. Do the things that you enjoy, things that already interest you, and get better at it, right? And this is a bonus for you, so that will be tip number 7, but it's really just a bonus, because if you have watched this video up until this point, that tells me that you want to get better. That tells me that you truly want to make changes. That tells me that you truly want to improve your life and you're committed. So because you're so committed, let me give you this bonus. Tip number 7, disconnect. Disconnect from the internet, disconnect so that you can reconnect with yourself. Because if you're feeling shitty, I'm going to use that word. I think you can handle it, right? There's a lot of words going on in the world. If you're feeling terrible, what you need to do is not go where you can be triggered. Don't go around those people. Don't go on social media, because it's easy to get triggered on social media. Just disconnect, connect with nature, or just disconnect and take a break from that so you don't have to deal with it. So have you enjoyed this video thus far? Because if you have, I want you to do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, or give me a thumbs down if you didn't. And what I would love is a feedback. If you did not like this video and you give me a thumbs down, please let me know what you didn't like about this video so I can improve, because I do want to get better. I want to be able to figure out a way to share this information with you in a way that's helpful to you, right? Let me know in the comment below which one was your favorite tip. Let me know which one you're gonna start doing. But you know what else? If you really enjoyed this video, share it with other people. This is the way we grow. This is how we make the world a better place. Also, remember, I am now offering live coaching sessions, self-love session. That's what they're called, self-love session, self-love coaching session. So there's a link below. You are welcome to check it out. Sign up for your free discovery call. You can also go to my website to download your free copy of what you can start doing right now to love yourself. I am on Instagram, I am on Facebook, I am on Twitter. Look for me over there, connect with me, let's chat, let's get to know each other. I would love to get to know more about you. Thank you so much as always for being here for me, for being here with me. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself and see you next time. Bye-bye.